Okay, I'm outside and the camera's on me. I am going to clean up junk. Oh, Brayton was going to move the truck for me, and I wanted it backed into the shed so I could load it full of junk to take to the dump. Now I got to turn it around. And I have gloves on that I don't want to take off. This one, I have my hands stuffed in here with my splint on. And I don't know if you can tell, but it looks funny. It's all lumpy and weird in there. I don't want to take them off because they're hard to get back on right now. So I'm going to turn this off with my nose. Okay, here's some of the junk. Holy hell baskets. I drive by and I feel like it's white trash city when I look at my own place. And this isn't all ours. Taylor and Sharon came with some of it. From the school. They just brought everything from the school. There's our old DR mower, and it's awesome, but it's a little overwhelming. A lot overwhelming. Because if I don't have to sort it, maybe it'll be okay. If I can just throw stuff away. I can't throw the motorcycle away. I don't know what that orange thing is. Oh, it's a basketball thing from the school. There's a little fire station thing. It's all coming apart. Bulletin boards and some kind of Montessori works. My old lawnmower, piece of carpet, winter blankets for the concrete, PVC hose for drip lines and things, mattresses, snow blower, drafting table with no top on it, extra toilet. That's kind of weird. I think I'll just keep inventorying. Taylor and Sharon's tiller. We've got Cynthia's lounge chair. We have an extra stove that we were going to put in for $20, and we got it, and it was gas, and Bray wanted a gas stove, and it's not in. There's an extra washing machine, or maybe that's a dryer. No, I don't know. This is a a washer. There's some mucking boots. I bet they're Sharon's or Easton's or something. I got an animal cage. I got a baking rack. Actually, I think that one's Clancy's, part of it anyway. The seat to the van. It hasn't been in for a really long time. The framework for that arbor or canvas top canopy thing. And maybe that's the canopy for it. We've got an old swamp cooler back there. There's the frame for one of Sharon's canopy things. There's a banquet table, plastic, spare pieces of wood, cabinets that have been deconstructed from jobs Brayton's been on. Here's all the extra doors that are just waiting to see if anybody needs them. I think that's a bed frame. And geez Louise. Yeah. There's that little shelf. I don't know where that one was. There's that thing, which is the full length behind that shelf as well. There's some of Bray's tools, my scooter, which hasn't been running worth a damn for about 3 years now or so, because the alternator needs fixing or replacing, or carburetor needs rebuilding. I don't know what that is. It's a box full of stuff from the school. Scrap wood. I got a cedar chest under there. There's an old TV from the school, an alarm system from the school, a Monopoly game from the school. I don't know what that box is. There's somebody's old office chair from the school, I guess. And I don't know about that Christmas tree. Perhaps it was mine, but I don't remember it. That's one thing about getting old is I don't remember a lot of the stuff. That's part of that fire alarm system. I don't know what's in that box. Ceiling fan, pedestal to a round table that Clancy bought and was going to refurbish, and that didn't get to happen. I don't know what that is. Gosh, I don't know what that is. There's a bathtub full of stuff. I think those are plumbing parts. And there's another toilet. This is why the kids come shed shopping here. They pick up crap for their remodels that Brait just salvages off of jobs. But that's a sink of some sort, another sink, a tiny stainless steel sink, some PVC. I don't know what that thing. Oh, I think it was part of a laminator that came from the school. And that's a dishwasher Brait took out of Sarah's house. I don't know why I kept it. That's a tabletop from Devin's house that I wanted to make legs for or get legs for. And it's a beautiful table. There was leaves for it that made it big and really functional. We got kitchen cabinets. There's the top to Clancy's table that she was going to refurbish. Furniture from Mom and Dad's house that nobody ever used or picked up. An old desk that needs to go away. A mirror to a dresser that I gave Clancy. Beekeeping equipment we don't use. Oh boy, this is frickin' depressing. And I haven't even gone over into the messier. I can feel it kind of taking over my body. It's overwhelming. It's bad. We got some beams, which are wonderful. They came out of Carol's house, but we haven't used them yet. There's the giant propane tank from the old truck. There's a scaffolding set, and there's another scaffolding set. This is part of a boiler, solar, hot water thing. There's the panels. Brait was going to put that in the house, and it didn't happen. There's some old windows that we salvaged from somewhere, and I think they're awesome, but we haven't used them. We have that sink, and that sink, and that sink, and that sink. Pretty shallow. That one's shallow also. Pigeon poop everywhere. It's horrible. There's a grinder on that table. I don't know what else is back there. Liberty Montessori school signs. Brait's. Nope, that's a water softener or something, I think. There's another one of those windows, and there's a stove Brayton was cannibalizing for parts for our old stove in the house. There's another part of a bed frame. I don't know what that went to. I just don't know. Chairs that are good. Another sink. Another office chair. There's the lathe that we bought, and I really wanted to learn to turn bowls out of wood and stuff. And I haven't done diddly squat, and I don't know how to start. I sort of thought Brait would help me, but it wasn't his passion. Anyway, Brait's tools, some more shelves. There's a treadmill. I think it's a treadmill. I don't know. Came from the school. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's part of that solar hot water thing. I don't know. Yeah, the shelving is probably really good, but it's not being utilized. It's just sitting here. It came from the school as well. Oh yeah, that big old piece of furniture, it came from the school. And let's see if I can get through here. We've got a cast iron Dutch oven thing, Lysol, crock pot, some sort of foam, roll of foam. We've got folders, file folders. There's Nimbus. I guess he sleeps there a lot. I think that's Sharon's wedding dress in there. A little bit of Visqueen. Okay, now we're getting into the real shit show. I found that spool of wire on the side of the road somewhere and managed to get it picked up. Sits there still. I don't know what all this stuff is. It's braits. Here's the magpie nest behind the basketball hoop that we never really used in here. We set it up and it's just been a place for birds to nest. Salvaged windows. New, haven't been used. They're from jobs he's been on. Pieces of wood. And yeah, all these things have value if you're trying to make things, because wood's so expensive now. But, oh man, it's just overwhelming. I don't know what all that stuff is either. Brake kind of knows where all of the things are on these shelves. He has a general knowledge of where everything is, believe it or not. And I've come out here and searched for things, but that's tiles, grouting, and things like that. There's all kinds of, it's all construction-y stuff back here, except for this old wood stove that is a cooker for the kitchen. There's also this wooden credenza or whatever that's called, and it's long. There's some cross-country skis, some old windows, drywall equipment, so all kinds of weird stuff up here. I don't even know what that is. Band saw. Band? I don't know what that is either. Anyway, all kinds of screws, nuts, bolts, screws, equipment of all kinds for construction. And wire. And so, yeah, I'm not going to touch this section. At least not at this point in time. I'm not even going to consider it. Got an old stool, that chair, I don't know what that is. Buckets of tools of all kinds. Yeah, there's tiling and painting and cutting jobs. Nothing's been kind of cleaned up like ever. I don't know, I think, wait, that's a come along, I think. And some baling twine under there. There's a little propane heater, or can be used as a cook stove, but I don't see the rack for it. Oh, more tools. More stuff. Oh gosh. This was going to be the thing that helped get this organized, but none of it ever really got in the drawers, hardly any. There's Bright's little forge he made, and he's made a few knives with that. Welder. There's a bandsaw that needed a 3-phase motor, and I don't think we ever got one. There's a tent. That chair needs to go away, get burned or whatever. There's a child's frame, a bed frame And I don't know what that other metal stuff is. More kitchen cabinets. There is an old compressor that I think it's broken. There's some welding stuff. And, let's see. Oh, let's set that down. There's a toaster oven. I was looking for that for somebody. I was going to give it to him. I couldn't find it. This is a router. Yes, router table. Crutches, old wooden crutches. There's the lathe again. A file cabinet from the school. We've got one in the house we don't really need anymore. We don't really use it. Some coveralls from Schlumberger, I guess. I don't know what that is. Oh, tie down straps. I guess they're tying boards down right there. I don't know. I don't know what this is either. Oh, Lordy. I got that fridge thinking Mac would use it for his, when he moved out. But they had one in their apartment. And that microwave, I don't remember where that came from. Blankets for the garden to cover plants. Wiring. There's a box for a panel. Here's the garbage. That can of garbage is a little overflowing. There's old honey frames out of the beehives and some other kind of garbage on top. There's a soccer ball. We've got some wood over here. It's kind of organized. And then there's the stuff. Taylor got it organized. It was semi-organized, but Taylor got it organized when he got the little blue truck out of here and got that sold for parts. And then down yonder, we've got the wood pile, which Taylor got organized. I think the boys helped him. There's some sheetrock pieces, some some particle board, and there's some PVC, some windows, and some more windows. I think we were going to do a greenhouse with windows. And there's actually hardware or parts for getting a door across the opening of this Quonset, which it doesn't have one now. There's the camper. And then we've got this room grate. Yeah, there's the garbage pile. We've got this room grate framed in so he'd have a little workroom to do stuff in. And he was going to have a little wood stove in here so he could heat it up. And he has a grinder in here, and he uses that fairly often. But Godler's sleeping bag pads, his bike. My bike is in here somewhere. I don't know what that is. I think that's from the school inversion table or something. Some school stuff plus a little propane thing. Lordy, I think that's Mom's knitting machine back there that I thought I'd learn to use. Oh, Lordy. This is where I dried onions also last year. I think this is from the school. Yeah. And karate pads that nobody does karate anymore. Part of an alarm system. A drum Kay Chatterton gave me. I think it's of African origin. There's the old laminator from the school. I don't know what that is. School stuff. Bright's drill press. Some piece of carpet. My side? Is that my side? I guess it is. I thought it was out by the goats. There's a Yahtzee game, categories. We got some paddles for a boat. Oh my lord. There's my peat moss for hypertufa pots, which that went away, I guess. I haven't made any for a while. Is that my bike? No. I don't know whose bike that is. It's a Raleigh. Whose bike is that? Tools, a sewing desk that's from Mom and Dad's house. I don't know what this is. I think it's China. That's for Devin. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, we got beekeeping equipment scattered around in here. I can't get through. Pieces of carpet, an old coat, some deer horns, elk horns, an old smoker that I don't use anymore, cupboards, school stuff. I don't know whose rollerblades. I've got probably yarn in here still because I was going to learn to use Mom's knitting machine. And I brought it from her house. It's probably ruined from mice now, which is very sad. There's a vacuum from the school and a Swiffer from the school. And I don't know what this stuff is. It's something from the school. And yeah, the mice have been eating the wax in here. And there's a bike rack somebody gave us that didn't fit our car. There's a lapidary machine and CB radios, or maybe they're just CD players. A Be Cozy, a clock from Earl's house. I think that's reloading stuff. I don't know what this is. Oh, I think it's my little sword from, I don't know. Look, there's a dust mop. I think that came from a school. Yeah, I'm ready to have a burn party and just burn, 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 baby. I think we still have some vinyl records in here. Our old coffee table. Computer monitor from the school. A heater, a base heater. Beekeeping equipment. Be Cozy. Nope. Something in there. I don't know what it is. No idea. I think these are hot plates from the school. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's it. This is very long. It's 23 minutes. Maybe you can understand some of my overwhelm right now. I'm pretty overwhelmed. And I'm going to make a start. I'm going to back the truck up and start throwing stuff in. The end. And here's to my family. I love you all. There I am. Love you. Bye.